What's up, y'all? It's your boy Moses, back again with another Real Talk video. And today, I'm gonna be talking about wasting opportunity and not taking life seriously just because you're young. Now, what I've seen and heard from many older adults is that like they'll see someone who's in high school or college age and they'll be like, oh, you know, you're young, have fun, don't worry about the future, adventure, explore, you'll figure things out. Basically just have a carefree and very loose and adventurous attitude towards life. Now, just because you're young, you may be you may be a teenager or your early 20s, mid 20s, even late 20s. That doesn't mean that you should fuck around. I'm gonna say that again. Just because you're in your teens, early 20s, mid, late 20s, just because you're young does not mean that you should fuck around. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have everything, figured out in life and have a set concrete plan on what you're going to do, and you pretty much have your entire career path and life path all fully structured out. No, I'm not saying that. I'm 22 years old, just turned 22, and I don't even have things figured out. So I'm not saying by the time you turn 18 that you should have your life figured out. But with that being said, you should also, not just fuck around and party all the time and drink all the time, smoke all the time, doing dumb shit with your friends, getting into trouble, just living absolutely carefree and not worrying about the consequences and how your decisions are going to affect you in the future. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have fun at all. Of course, everyone needs to have fun and let loose once in a while. It's good for your mental health to, have that pleasurable dopamine released and, do stuff that you love and that you enjoy and hang out with people that you like and love and care about, but it's all about balance. The whole world is built on, well, maybe not the whole world, but life is built on balance. Put in the work and do what you have to do, get all the hard work done, the stuff that's not fun to you, get all of that done first, and then when you have all your tasks, all your objectives, all your work done, then you can have fun with your friends. You can do whatever you want that you find enjoyable, as long as it's not illegal, of course. But so going back to my other point, where you don't need to have everything figured out by the time you turn 18. You don't need to have everything figured out, but you should at least start thinking about, you know, what you want to do as a career, or like something you want to do for the rest of your life. Yeah, just as a career, as like a future job. Like, what habits do you want to instill going forward in your life long term? Who are the type of people that you want to have in your circle and hang out with and be, friends with, associated with? Who's the type of person that you want to have a romantic relationship with? How do you want their personality to be? Do you want them to mirror you or be a little bit different from you? It's good to at least start thinking about these things, so you can at least lay out a foundation of what you want your life to be like for the rest of your life. Because if you just spent your entire, late teens and 20s just, partying, drinking, smoking, I don't know, maybe doing like some YN shit, like breaking into cars, or like just getting in trouble with the police, just doing some dumb, degenerate shit, there is a very good chance that you are going to carry those habits over, the rest of your life. Like, it can be very difficult to break existing habits and instill new productive habits. So really, just think about, the type of people that you hang around with. Would you want to be friends or be associated with these people long term? Are they gonna elevate you? Are they gonna help you grow? Are they gonna keep you accountable? The habits that you have now, are these really productive and beneficial habits that I should keep doing, or should I develop more, just good, beneficial, positive habits that are gonna benefit me for the long term, and just have a positive impact on the rest of my life. Really ask yourself these questions, like, who is the person that you want to be in the future? What are their habits? Who are the people that they hang out with? How do they talk? What is their personality? Yeah, and I can't emphasize this enough. You do not need to have everything figured out at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, even like 25 years old. But you should at least start laying down the foundation for where you see yourself when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So start laying down that foundation and start building positive and just beneficial habits that are worth having in your life, that are not gonna just hold you back, keep you stagnant, stop you from growing, progressing. And I keep repeating myself, but I just want to make it clear that I'm not saying that you can't have fun at all. Like, I'm not saying that's completely off the table. You need to have fun. If you didn't have fun at all, like at least once in a while, that would be very detrimental, very negative to your mental health, your emotional health, and even your physical health, because your brain and mind affect how you treat your body. But again, it's all about balance. If you keep balance in your life, do all the hard work, the work that sucks, that you just dread doing, or maybe you like doing the work. Some people like doing hard work, but just the work that you just don't find enjoyable, get that out of the way first, and then you can have fun. But you gotta put in the work first before you can have fun. So, because you don't want to spend your entire 20s just doing degenerate shit, and doing stuff that's not gonna help you, because again, there's a very high likely chance that those habits, those activities that you partake in, they're gonna carry over, into your 30s, 40s, 50s, like later on in life. And then you're gonna be 50, 60 years old, and you're just gonna be wondering, like, damn, like, what the fuck did I do with my life? I just wasted it. So, yeah, you should, I think you should network, build your personal brand. If you want to start and own a business, start taking the steps towards start taking the steps towards starting that business and running a successful business. If you want to get jacked, start building the habits of going to the gym and eating clean and getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. if you want to be, maybe you want to be a bodybuilder in the future, but you're not gonna get there, you know, getting blackout wasted with your friends like every weekend. Or I don't know, maybe you want to be an actor, you know, start taking acting classes and you know, maybe start doing improv. You could start playing as an extra in TV shows and movies. You know, dream big. You know, don't think, oh, you know, I can only do this, or I'm not good enough to do this. Like, the world is at your fingertips. Like, when you really put your mind to something, no matter what your circumstances are, what your background is, where you're from, like the area that you grew up in, your skin color, race, religion, sex, whatever. If you are really determined to reach that goal of whatever you want to do, you will get there as long as you take action and put in the work. Some of the most successful people, they did not come from money. They were dirt poor. You know, some living on the street, or maybe it was 10 of them living in like a 1-2 bedroom apartment, and they had to, you know, pass down clothes with each other, and they were wondering when their next meal was gonna be. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling, going on a tangent, but the point is, just because you're young doesn't mean you should fuck around. You know, go out of your way to seek opportunities, and if an opportunity presents itself in front of you, don't pass on it. Take it. Take advantage of that opportunity. You know, it might just change your life. So start instilling those habits into your everyday life and lay out the foundation now, before you know, the years, the decades go by and you end up living a life that you hate, that you regret, all because you were scared, or you didn't want to take any risk, or you were just not ambitious, you weren't disciplined, you were unmotivated. You don't want to live that regretful life. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, the whole shebang. You know the deal. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.